Hey everybody, and welcome back to the challenge map, Riverview. We are going to haul some oats right now. We're harvesting our first oat harvest, and as a result, we are going to be, we're going to be buying up some horses later. Hold on a minute. We got a little bit of busyness going on tonight. Hey Anders, Tanya, and Huntmaster. Let's check and see how much. 46,000 liters of barley. All right. Got 4 people on the server. 4 people on the server and 3 tractors. That leaves us a little short-handed as far as equipment goes. But thankfully, hey Scott, how is it down under? How's tomorrow look? He's gonna have to take off those manure forks. Today we're going to be harvesting oats, at least for now, before these things go and wither on us. Hot and dry. That's interesting because it's usually cold and wet here. Nice, I don't know about you guys, but I really like this harvester. It's small, but one thing that I really like is the shadows that it casts with the header. Now if we go full brights, we don't have that big of a problem. But I kind of like the shadows that it does. Hey Ashley, what's up? And Anthony, how's everybody doing tonight? Well, yeah, I know. It's been a very wet year here, for us. So I was kind of making a joke about how wet it's been. Well, hello, how about we just call you Norway? Is that okay? Either got really active watchers tonight or the total watching count is off, because I think I've said hello to about 8 people already. And there's 9 of us watching. Hey Keith, maybe I missed you. Well, I can tell you, like, back in October, we were 20-some inches to the good for the year. And it didn't stop raining in October. I heard some folks say, I heard some folks describe 2018 as the year it rained, which pretty much sums it up. It definitely rained. That will probably be what lots of people remember around here for 2018. Quite a while. Hey, Papa Bear, what is up? I saw some very, very nice baling scripts show up over at a particular LS farming-mod site. Was talking just the other day about, boy, wouldn't it be nice if the auto round bale unloader script came over. It seems like 48 hours later, I find something. So, you know, that is a really nice thing to find. Hey, 1989 Stang is up. I don't know, Ashley, anything about console releases. I did see that there are 3 new mods in the mod hub for consoles today. A log trailer, a Fent weight pack, and a placeable ramp. Supposedly something on my shoe 2 submitted a map a few weeks before Christmas. Apparently Oxygen David submitted a map over break. I don't have any other idea of any other maps that have been submitted to the mod hub, but not saying that there haven't been. Hey Haggard, what's up? What mysterious... Are you talking about this harvester? What mysterious tool are we talking about? Oh no! I would pay attention. Oh, let's see here. Alright. The Farmer Andy's site, what is it? lsfarming-mods.com or something? Oh! Oh, we can't. There we go. Yep. I got those. In fact, there will be a video, if you will, tomorrow. No reversing lights. See if we can get these guys in voice chat, because typing is a total pain. Gotta stop what I'm doing. Go. Yeah, this one is really interesting. So there's 3 scripts in total. The most boring one is a bale counter. It just counts bales and wrapped bales. Bales made and bales wrapped. But what's interesting about it is it keeps a unique count per implement. So if you've got, let's say, a round baler, a square baler, and a wrapper, then you have 3 different totals. It keeps a... Look at those weeds, they just showed up. It keeps a daily total for each implement and then a lifetime total for each implement. And you can reset the daily total, but I don't think you can reset the lifetime total unless, I guess you probably can if you edit the XML. That's the most boring of the 3 scripts. Then there is a new variant on the auto unload round baler script. Does what it says. It auto unloads a round baler. But unlike the 17 variant where you still had to stop manually, this one actually stops the round baler, or stops the tractor, unloads the round baler, and then starts the tractor back up. So if you put the tractor on cruise control, all you gotta do is worry about driving, and the script will stop the tractor, unload the baler, close the lid, and start the tractor back up. And then there is a 3rd script that is basically like an auto unload for the wrapper. Okay, so it's the corresponding type script for the square and round bale wrapper. But there's a catch. It also has some interesting functions with the combo baler. Hey, what's up? In that you can basically set it up to
I went ahead and looked at the XMLs and made a price table for this map, and I just posted it as a Google Sheets, but I can certainly do it as a JPEG if that's easier.
Oh, okay. I haven't looked at it. I saw you post something, but I haven't looked.
Yeah, that's fine.
So your prices were based on the artificially adjusted here?
Yes. Yeah.
In a good world, we should get 300 and something?
Well, yeah. When the prices, when it reaches a high plateau.
Probably not, Scott.
Theoretically, we should, but right now everything seems to be pretty much in a low plateau. That's whatever.
All right. Well,
but I've heard that the prices don't adjust on 19 like they did in 17, correct? As far as more wheat you drop, it's not going to drop the price lower.
Can't answer that.
it's not. Yeah, prices don't drop instantly. They do drop, but they're not instantly.
In 17, as soon as if you dropped the semi-truck load of wheat, the price fell instantly.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
That's okay. Yeah, it'll remain in plateau for a while.
Yeah.
I mean,
but you're right.
We're making decent money on other stuff, so I mean, if you want to hold, but wheat's got to be getting close to full, isn't it?
No, we got 40-some thousand, so we're about half.
Oh, okay.
I saw we had 40-some thousand. Like, oh wow, look at all that wheat.
We sold sunflowers, I think 257 earlier.
Yeah, it wasn't a great price, but
well, you know, Scott, that's the problem with consoles is that a lot of these, well, pretty much all the script mods other than Seasons you know, have not found their way to consoles. I mean, it was pretty groundbreaking when in 17 you got the 4 real modules that were scripts. And then when Seasons came out, everyone basically said, well, it won't come out for console. It won't come out for console. And then, shock to the world, it came out to console. But every other script mod that we've seen has been a non-consideration for console. So I would say that the chances of it coming to console are extremely slim. And you can thank Sony and Microsoft for that, basically.
Yeah, I tried to lift pallets of lime with that 700 after I put the loader on it earlier, and it wouldn't let me without a weight because of that mod.
Yeah. Yeah, well, lime's heavy already, and then basically I know the mod author from a different Discord, and he was talking about that mod and basically everything, and he said, you know, that everything in Giants was about half the real weight. I was like, even lime? Because lime is heavy. He's like, yeah, even lime. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Now, does that mod affect, like when you collide with a bush, how the bush grabs you? Like I've noticed, like those bushes, like if you make contact with them, they'll hold your vehicle. You'll get stuck. Is that the weight? Is that the weight of the vehicle or the strength of the bush?
It only modifies the weight of
Okay.
build types, as I understand it. So, if there's some mechanic in the game that bases how stuck you are by basically what your gross vehicle weight is, it would adjust it, would affect it.
So the game doesn't, when they say 2,000 liters of lime, that's a size, that's a volume measurement, not a weight measurement.
Somewhat.
So that they're not all 1 ton pallets, in other words. I thought it was a 1 ton pallet.
Now, somewhere in the scripts, in the base game, there's a table that 1 liter of wheat weighs X kilograms.
Yeah, it's either kilograms or density, specific gravity, or something like that. I've seen it.
So,
Okay.
basically, he got that table, he pulled that table out of the devlog and compared it to, you know, real life weights based on, I guess, an average moisture content, because moisture content will affect, you know, your weight. And he basically found that most of this stuff is, in effect, half of real life values, which kind of jives with what lots of folks who are into the, I'll call it the super realism, uber realism, that, you know, the game as a basis leans more toward arcade play than realistic play. So having your fill type, your weights about half, then makes things, you know, you don't have to have realistic horsepower, so you could pull a full trailer up a hill with a little tractor, as opposed to needing, you know, a much larger tractor to pull something up the hill.
Well, we need like big buds to pull stuff up hills this bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't fill that semi full of beets if you're going up one of those 2 hills.
Stay away from the freight yard.
But in keeping with the concept of the map, you know, Cavalier Roy, who made the map, made it hard on purpose. That was the goal. So in keeping with that concept, I put the mod in going, well, if I make things heavier, then it'll be harder.
It is. Well, I was just thinking, because I've run a
Hey,
Fat
DB.
700 in real life, and I've easily picked up like two 2,500-pound round bales on the front loader before at once. So it was just, it surprised me when I wasn't able to pick up a pallet of lime. So
Yeah,
the
now
pallet of
there's
lime must weigh a lot.
there's a dev console command to like show mass and show weight, and it puts all these charts and lines on your screen
Okay.
to show you what the game is saying, you know, your vehicle weight is, your load weight, and all of that, but I don't know what the command is.
Because I tried to load lime with the forklift, and that wouldn't even lift the pallet of lime.
Yeah. Now there's a new mod that's out. It's not quite working right. It's called Enhanced Vehicle. That is supposed to allow you to turn 2- and 4-wheel drive on, front and rear diff locks, and it also shows you all kinds of stats in the HUD. And one of the stats it shows you is vehicle weight. So in theory, you could use that maybe to see what these pallets weigh.
Once you pick them up.
Yeah, you pick them up, you see all of a sudden the weight change in the readout. Yeah, Fabio, I saw that. I was messing with it earlier. I couldn't get the 2-wheel drive to engage. I had it showing in the HUD that it was 2-wheel drive, but I parked my truck off a cliff, so its front wheels were just hanging in the air. And when I hit the accelerator, the front wheels would still spin. Like, well, that's not 2-wheel drive. That's front and rear wheel drive. So, I don't know. Yeah, it showed 2-wheel drive on the console, on the HUD, and still the front wheels would spin. I hit 9 again and it toggled it to 4-wheel drive, and it basically did the same thing. Hey Mark, what's up?
Well, I've hauled 2 loads of beets in the semi, and I've only gone twice around the smallest part of that field.
Well, somebody in chat said it took them 3 game days to do that field.
Oh. I'll have to put on a pot of coffee then.
I was thinking that, Fabio, that I was thinking about doing a mod review once keyboard steer was more stable. I mean, it's still in heavy development. I mean, it got updated yet again today. Now it's at like 0031. When I looked at it, over the weekend it was 0026. So I figured it would be like a better together type mod review where I showed both of them. But I kind of want keyboard steer to be a bit more not hot and heavy development. Oh. We must have like a full moon or something because it's been awful bright. Here, I got on at 3 in the morning and it wasn't too much darker than it is now. But Mark, we got more realistic because I got to use a Fendt 900 to haul an to haul a small 8,000 liters of oats. Probably the square wrapper is probably with the contract.
Okay.
Hey, McKnight. Yeah, we got Wopster of Seasons Real Miss Modding Group is working on GPS, or a GPS-like mod. And interesting enough, the latest keyboard steer has a steering lock function. It's not like GPS in the fact that you can make it do auto turns, but you can lock your steering on a course angle, and it will basically keep it that way. So it's great for making straight lines. DB, I don't know. I think it did. I downloaded one from American Eagles Modding, and I'm pretty sure it did. I used it once, meaning I hooked up to it once. I didn't actually use it. Yeah, it works with the wheel, keyboard, steer. Don't let the name fool you. You can turn off the functions that annoy you the most, since you are using a wheel. But yeah, there's a steering lock. I don't know what they call it. Kerbo did a little intro video on it, talking about it a little bit. Mark, if you could put that in the chat, that'd be cool.
You guys think that I could put a tank of fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, in the back of that pickup? You think that would haul it okay?
I don't know. That's a small truck.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
could
was
try.
thinking. I'll give it a whirl. Because there's 3 other fertilizing contracts over here. And doing the liquid fertilizer is easier.
You can use the grain. Well, he's using the grain cart, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Can we buy another flatbed sometime, Klein?
Yeah. I want to get horses. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah,
have
that's
enough
okay.
cash to get the horse paddock and get a couple horses.
I'll just, can't hurt to drive over in the pickup.
Let's try.
You'll know as soon as, if you can't pick it up with the forklift, you're not putting it in that truck.
Yeah. Well, it'll save me running around. It's worth a try anyway.
Yeah.
At some point, we need to put the spreader arms on our solid spreader, because it apparently uses less fertilizer that way.
I thought you'd yell at me for spending the extra $8,000 cash. I was going to.
No, I think it will. I think it'll save.
I think it'll save money in the long run, because we had talked about that, but we were a little short, and Daz and I were talking, and he told me to get the modded fertilizer spreader that's in the game, and I got it, and it wouldn't refill off pallets, and it wouldn't refill off the lime silo.
Oh, the little one?
Yeah. So I sold it. I only lost like $800 and got the fert wagon, but we've made quite a bit of money off fertilizer contracts in that wagon.
Right. We're going to make a little bit less off the liquid, but at least I'm getting it done.
Yeah, but it goes quick, and you don't use a lot of liquid when you spray fertilizer.
Tell you, this little harvester
those spreader arms make it go real fast.
has a heck of a turning radius.
Oh, this is really funny. What is this blue and yellow thing that got spawned down here? Oh, is that the shredder? The straw shredder?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like $2,500, $2,300.
Yeah.
And you got the one that goes on the loader.
Yeah, and it comes with bale forks, so it's like even cheaper
Yeah.
because you don't have to buy bale forks.
Yeah, well, each one is a different model, I guess. One
Yeah.
goes on a loader, one goes on a telehandler, one goes on a front loader.
Yeah, skid steer.
Yeah.
Do I have 2 streams up? No, I don't have
when
2
I first
streams
got
up.
one of those, I didn't realize they were only for round bales, because it didn't say it in the menu.
Why would I have
It
2
just said
streams
bale
up?
spreader. So I got that, and I shredded a couple of square bales, and then it wouldn't do it anymore. It wouldn't recognize the bale.
Oh, there it is. Oh, this would do really good with a light over there. Man, you get your eye right there in the strobe. Oh, really? Huh. That would explain why there's only 8 people watching on my screen. Let me refresh, see what it does. Now it says 7 watching. I see that. Oh, sorry about that. I see that. Are they both the same? Somebody, Darren, check the other one out. Because if they're chatting, I'm not seeing. Maybe I'm not seeing them chat. Well, that's a YouTube thing. So you're in 18, I'm in 8. I'm monitoring the 8 one. Okay. It's a YouTube thing. They're messing something up. Oh, now we're doing barley. Guess I better go empty that trailer. I'm gonna wait for it to get a little brighter before I plop down our horsies. Try to keep a fairly straight course here. Well, your good friend Old Guy Farmer, or Old Guy Farmer is doing it in single player. There's a couple other folks that are doing it in single player that I don't recall off the top of their names. And then Team Raznik. Darren's on Team Raznik's team. I know just my server and Darren, or and Team Raznik's server, doing the multiplayer variant. Old Guy Farmer is doing single player.
Got all the equipment, I guess. After we get that, you want that field that I made there by the sheds. You want to put that back in grass?
Well, I don't know what field we want to put grass in. I thought maybe 11 would be a decent field because it's nice and square and straight.
Yeah.
Or we could grass that one up here. I don't know. Doesn't really matter to me.
No, 11's a good one. It's kind of out of the way.
Darren's over here spying on the competition.
There's plenty of enough grass for what we need.
Yeah, once we get, because we need hay for the horsies, and and for the first batch of horses we can probably just grab hay off the top.
How many cows do we need total?
100.
That's a good bit of feed.
Yeah. So after the horses, I want to get sheeps. I want to get working on our sheeps because they're fairly easy. They'll bring steady money in too.
Are you just going to do silage bales for the cows, or you want to put in a bunker?
I figure we just do silage.
Yeah, probably bales. Unless we're gonna try to go big and try to make money off silage. It's hard to recover that cost of a bunker. Unless you have like a dedicated grass field.
Jerry loves doing grass work. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I've done it too. I've done grass work, and I've also cut corn for silage. But when I looked at it on this map,
I'm just making fun, Darren.
To see how you could ever pay off, you know, the cost. It just didn't make sense to me.
No, because there's no biogas plant on this map.
Right. Exactly. If there was a BGA, then you could, but with those lower prices, you're going to get down at the barn. I don't think it would ever pay off. So I think silage bales.
Oh.
Plus another advantage silage bales is it becomes silage instantaneously.
Stupid, because I got to unload this thing.
Sell it at the barn.
Yeah.
I got to unload this thing.
All right, so I'm wandering around here in the dark. Has anybody... I just crossed to the north side of the bridge. The north side of the river. Has anybody ever...
Aren't these roads great?
I know. Well, I know how to get there. It's just a long way around. It's not that long, though. But I don't know whether if I go along the creek, if I can get over to field like 20 and 21.
No, you gotta go... You gotta go up around, what, 13, then down around 15 to get there?
Yeah, okay.
Or you have to go down around by the mill and the port.
Yeah.
Where are you at here? Oh, right there?
I just crossed the bridge and I took a right, but
yeah.
I think I need to go over and around 16 past the sawmill.
Yeah, first right and then your first left.
You could also get there if you come up here to 11 and you turn right and come down.
Yes. Yep.
Or there's a road right around where you're at that will actually... I think you got to go back. Yeah, you might be there. Unless you're going into 18.
Yeah, no, I can get there this way too by going up 216 and then going past the sawmill. So that's a safe way to do it at night. I don't experiment going into the river. It seems to me I tried to do that one time before, and if you stay along the river and go east, you end up kind of at a mountainous.
Tanya, I'll be streaming when I'm.
Kind of thing.
I'll be streaming regularly. I'll be playing more than I'm streaming.
Or I wouldn't be able to get anywhere.
But for the next month, this is what I'm going to be streaming.
Yeah, I missed the hedge that time.
Oh, you were talking about...
And then Team Raznik.
In the hedges earlier?
Somebody can post a link to his channel. He's going to be posting recordings of kind of updates.
If they kind of alternate by like 6 inches left, right,
of his team.
Stretch of.
Hey, boy, what's up?
And I wonder if that's one of the reasons you get hung up on it so bad. Is if it grabs protrusions on your vehicle.
Oh, so you mean does it spawn like when you're putting in fences? If you're off just a little bit, you're gonna have a hanger. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I'm coming around from field 30 to make that right-hand bend down to the port.
Thanks, DB. That is...
It sticks so far out there that it hangs up the semi. Yeah. If you're not real careful.
That's that's Raznik's channel. He put a video update today. A little video update of what his team's doing.
It's so small. The cell point, the hole.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic, isn't it? That the port should be the biggest industry on the map. Has the smallest cell point.
You pull in, there's a tiny cell point, one building, and it's like, I don't see anything down here. Hello.
Hey, have you heard more from Maverick on? Did he get his computer situation figured out?
No, I have not. I have not heard a message from him.
Holy cow, why am I on top of the wheel? What is going on here?
I don't know how his GoFundMe thing.
Oh, there we go.
Or anything. Okay, I found my tractor. I almost ran into it in the dark.
Well, hopefully it won't be dark for too much longer.
No, that's fine. I just think it's really funny. I'm kind of liking this.
Does that work? Starting a GoFundMe account for a new computer?
Well,
I want to try that.
Oh, you've heard his computer is ready. Oh, okay. Because he had so many people that loved the 2 maps that he put out.
Right.
I mean, if he was just a
he's a
general
map
person.
maker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he put out one really excellent map, and then the second one was pretty okay.
Which one was that?
Well, the first one was Maverick Multifruit, which was a big production map. And then this last one he did was
Are you talking about the Rolling Hills video or the Wisconsin video?
I heard about that one.
Yeah, it was a tribute map for that young man that passed away from cancer.
Yeah, they're.
Oh, okay.
And
My Discord's quiet again. I don't know what's going on.
I think there were a lot of people that donated the first few days, but I don't know. I never looked, and I can't remember the site either. It wasn't like our GoFundMe; it was a European one. So I don't know how it worked out, but hope it worked out well for him, because I tell you, the team that I was on, the multiplayer group that I was on before, we played for more than 6 months on Maverick's Multifruit. And, you know, you figure a team of 4 people playing several hours a week, that's a lot of entertainment on one map. And we never got bored. I mean, we never got bored with that map.
Yeah, I got to figure out what Discord's doing.
Oak started out like that for me on 17, but I liked the environment of Lone Oak, but there wasn't enough roads. You know, it's just one small road, but.
I got them turned up all the way up on Discord. I got them turned all the way up in OBS.
I'm happy to report the pickup worked just fine.
Really? Excellent.
Yep, up and down and around all these corners. Now, I didn't go up or down any hills, per se. But it worked just fine for hauling a load of liquid fertilizer.
Thanks for the sub, Paul. So I went ahead and lowered the game volume a little bit. Hopefully you'll be able to hear him a little better. Oh! Hey, the lights came on.
Is this server running faster all of a sudden?
No.
It was before midnight when I... No, I guess that was...
1.5 speed, so... For every hour, it's an hour and a half of game time.
An hour and a half. Oh, okay.
I didn't see... I saw it there. I didn't watch it.
That's fine with me.
Of
course, these beats look the same in the day as they do at night, so...
As you know, I try to avoid maps that I haven't looked at.
I'm really impressed with the ping times that we're getting here. Your internet must be pretty decent. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I got 12 megs upload.
Yeah. Loving it.
And I'm chewing up 5 megs in the stream.
Oh, wow.
And, well, they've told me before that... I mean, I've uploaded videos from the house, and I thought it would kill everybody's, response time. But they told me before when we were running the South American map that it just bumped their pings up maybe 15 milliseconds from normal. So if they normally hit like 25, then they went up to like 40.
Mm-hmm.
While I was uploading, a video at 12 megabits. So I was like, oh, cool. Then I won't feel bad about uploading a video. Well, they're quiet for me also, Doughboy, in my ears. And, you know, I mean, if two guys are like the same sounding, what are the chances their mics are going to be basically be the same? Yeah, or have the same issue? No, it's not Kerbo. We got
That's what was happening last night when you're trying to push me up that hill, Klein.
we got Nitro
There
Dad
was a slight delay, and
and
you'd bump me,
Jacer.
and I'd see you bump me on the live stream, but you were just slightly delayed from me. And when you thought I was backing up, the truck was just slipping. I had it full held on forward as hard as I could.
Yeah.
It just kept slipping backwards down the hill.
Yeah, I saw the wheels were rotating forward while it was going backwards. I was like,
That was quite an event for a live stream.
yeah, I understand. I got it fixed before. I don't know. I have to just mess with it.
See, the problem is if I wouldn't want to drive one of those bigger horsepower semis around this map. You get a semi with a big nose on the front of it, you're going to have a hard time getting around the corners.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, when Rockhound finishes his tribute truck, that'll be great. Nice cab over, high horsepower American truck. Now it's 3 axles on the back, so it doesn't have the greatest turning radius still. It's like a long frame.
Yeah, they haven't had a good high horsepower cab over. But now we are adding that into this map, are we?
No, we can't add anything. It's part of the deal. We're mod locked. Sure, will come back to bite us. Hey Fred, what's up? Oh shucks.
That's a new phrase to me. I've heard of landlocked. I've never heard of modlocked.
Hey Mark, if you're still here, I really do like this harvester.
My regular games every once in a while just to get my mod fixed.
You can even get her in Dude's Green.
I like that pickup truck mod that one guy made. The what is it? A '56 Ford.
Bison Blue.
Modded.
I don't know. I saw that one, but I saw the 70, 74, 73 Chevy.
Yeah, that one was pretty nice.
That's
Uh,
a lot of memories.
see, I still don't buy all that. In game, the diffs are locked. You're always in 4-wheel drive. Drive control, in my opinion, never gave you anything more other than the fact that you could turn stuff off.
I learned to drive on an old '70s Ford F350.
And by default, everything is 4-wheel drive in the game. When we were, you can look at the stream yesterday when we were spinning up the hill, I had all 4 wheels spinning. There wasn't a case where one wheel wasn't spinning and one wheel was.
Old farm truck.
That was a complete loss of traction. And I was trying out the new enhanced vehicle earlier today. I was saying earlier in the stream I couldn't get it. What? Oh, we never didn't empty that all away. I was saying I couldn't get 4-wheel drive to disengage. I had a the in-game 78 pickup, and the display was showing two-wheel drive. I hit 9, toggle it. I drove the front of the truck off of a cliff on purpose, that the front wheels were free to spin, or not spin. And when I applied the gas, the front wheels and the rear wheels would both spin, even when it was displaying two-wheel drive. I toggled it to four-wheel drive, it did the same thing. So, I don't think the enhanced vehicle's working the way it's thought to be working at the moment. I did get the diffs to lock and unlock, because I could get one rear wheel to spin and lock them, and then both rear wheels would spin. But I couldn't get the two-wheel drive to engage. Or should I say disengage, four-wheel drive. Oh yeah, we were sliding yesterday. We couldn't get up the hill to the freight yard. I had a contract that had a Fendt 700, a big trailer. It was a potato contract, and I couldn't get up the hill with the 700. It just didn't have the grip. All four wheels were just spinning on the tractor. So I had to come over here and get the 900, and I could get up the hill with it.
You know, I've never tried going down towards the port and going across that bridge and taking a left to get. Oh yeah, that'd be the way. That's how you get there. Yeah. Yeah, go down.
Yeah, I looked at it.
Yeah, that's much easier to get there.
Yeah, take a left.
I couldn't. I had a hard time figuring out exactly which ones were
that road.
Were expendables and which ones were user links. I know they did a Chevy, but I couldn't figure out which Chevy link there was expendables.
Across the river, there's a bridge that takes you across the river.
I gotta look at it again.
Turn just before you get to the bridge, kind of careful, because again, that's, I don't know how big your load is, but it's kind of close. And you just go across the bridge, you take a left, and it'll take you right up to the barn.
Oh, what did?
Yep, looking good, Fabio. If you can,
okay,
say that turn just before the bridge is a tight turn. Oh,
you know, there's a road through the woods too.
yeah, but he's got a pretty good shot there. But if you want
to haul in timber, you can haul right through the woods.
Yeah. Well, to the sawmill, but he's going to the barn.
Oh, to the barn. Oh.
If you want to stop right there, and flag him through that intersection, right? Yeah, Nitro, right where you're at is that really nasty intersection. There's two intersections there that are really tough to make, because to make the right turn, Fabio, you're gonna have to really slow down when you get to this intersection.
You got to swing real wide right there at the intersection you're coming up to make that left.
Yeah.
Swing wide to the right.
You got a dolly trailer, that might help.
Yeah, it might help. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, he'll be able to spin around it. Yeah, right there, slow down, and then that's a pretty narrow corner, and then just before you get to the bridge is also a narrow corner. All right, watching him on the map, it looks like he got it. Or did he? Perch. Oops. Perch. Uh-oh. Better up. I'm seeing a stoppage in forward progress. Oh, there he goes. He's on his way. All right.
Spin around again on a dime, this thing. We go. Thanks for the sub, Jeff. You can tell if this barley has a higher yield than the oats. It fills up the harvester pretty quick.
Left. Does he have a big load on?
Yeah, don't know.
Is there a hill up to the barn? Has anybody been to the barn yet?
Yeah, I think there is a hill there.
I'll wait here and make sure he makes it up the hill.
Yeah, because he needs a push.
Not that this man truck's gonna do much, but oh wait, they gave me a Tatra. This might be the 6-wheel drive.
Oops, going the wrong way.
Yeah, that ought to do okay. You ought to have some pushing power with that thing.
Oh, they gave me a real truck. Nice.
Does it have a rear hitch, man? You just need to pull it up the hill.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's got a good.
No,
He's got a big Voltra, so it might work. Oh, he's pulling it. He's got her.
He's in?
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Four, 8, 16. Got 32 silage bales on this load. I think it's right on in there. It's right here in the middle. You got it. Now it's just got to get out of there. $74%. Does the Tatra have a hitch all the time, or is it an option?
Yeah, no problem, Fabio. You sure helped me out the other night when I couldn't handle that little tractor.
Because that was a...
I had a heck of a time with that thing. Using the controller, when I was trying to lift logs, it would, on a downslope.
That was a lease.
Fendt.
So it's a lease.
Is that right?
That's a borrowed truck, so it may or may not have a hitch.
Run away from me. I mean, it would just start driving.
This is Riverview, aka Newbie Farm.
And I just couldn't lift logs.
So you play with a controller?
Yes, yep. And so Fabio came to the rescue for me. Got me out of that mess.
He apparently is pretty good with the front loader.
Yeah, he is. Lickety split.
I don't know if he's a joystick or what he's using.
That's what I use. The joystick makes those front loaders. I love running the Scorpion with the joysticks. I've got 2 joysticks.
Oh.
When you do that Scorpion, it's like...
Ah, like me, he's got a mouse.
Wow.
I use a trackball.
Oh, I never heard of anybody using trackball. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, mouse makes it nice too.
I got sensitivity all the way up to 200, and I can just flick the ball around, which is the same as moving the mouse wheel up and down or left and right.
Interesting.
The joysticks make it just like running a real. God, I ran a Volvo D70 when I was out in North Dakota. Feels just like running that.
Hey, Farm Alls Forever, what's up? Hey. Sweet, more money.
All right.
Field 33, fertilizing, 20.
Yep. I'm just going to go next door. I think 22 is right next door.
Yeah, anybody that's not been on the server yet, if you're on and they're, come on, go ahead and make them farm managers so they can do stuff.
I didn't realize you weren't earlier, Jace, or I would have long ago.
Oh, that's okay. No worries. Well, I kind of thought I was after I looked at the thing because it kind of listed me as one, but that's all right. It's no big deal. Tonight's
Well,
really the first time I needed anything.
Because there's a guy that was on here that was named Jerry, I think. For like, he was on for like a couple minutes and then jumped off. And then you came back on, or you came on, and I thought maybe it was him just changed his name or something.
Oh, yeah.
But I haven't seen the guy, whoever Jerry is, back again.
Yeah, he hopped on just for that minute.
Oh, a Michigan map.
I haven't seen him either.
Yeah, it wasn't,
he was smarter than me. He was
DB,
smart enough to hop on.
Wisconsin's got a bunch of errors.
The first time I needed it tonight was to...
They're mostly shader errors.
But Fabio, I told him earlier.
A few others.
You did a massive log sale earlier today, and well, he did two of them. He finished off one yesterday when I had to leave, and I thought I was going to come back, and I got pulled into some really serious holiday Monopoly play. So I didn't get back.
So,
yeah, he's done a couple
yeah,
of
don't teleport to the
hauls.
fuel in the northeast.
The woods
You'll fall under the map.
are they? Like, are we ready to lease a tree planter and start planting trees up there? Or?
As of yesterday, we weren't that far along.
Okay.
But I'll keep an eye on it because it takes them 6 days to grow, or maybe even 7 now. It used to be 6, but I was doing some stuff the other day, and I could swear it took an extra 7th day.
I mean, we could plant them in other areas. We could plant them around our, anywhere where we've got a, there's some area there around that field that I made up by the barn that I didn't plow. We could put them in there and make it a little tight, but as long as we're doing the work and not putting workers in the machines, then it'd be fine. But you can plant a lot of trees in a small area.
Well, especially if you plant them in straight rows, it makes it, basically becomes a tree farm.
Now, the question I've always had is, does spacing in the game have any effect as far as crops? Like, because I noticed with with 19, they took out the feature that let you change the distance between how far the trees are planted. The spacing between trees.
I can tell you that, it doesn't make any difference in the yield. You can plant them. In fact, right before we started this, I was just finishing we were using Ravens, whatever, the default map.
Yeah.
And we went to a really hilly area, and man, we planted a dense crop of trees. And it made for some challenging scorpion work. But even though
Hey,
they're
Keith
planted
Cat,
right
what's
side
up?
by side, they still grew just fine, and we got the normal yield out of them. So.
Okay.
Oh. I guess I need to accept the contract first.
I did that 3 times earlier. I meant to hit borrow and I hit accept, and I'm like, well, don't do it again. Then I did it again. I'm like, okay, idiot, don't do it again. And then I did it again.
I started to put down fertilizer. It said you don't have access to this. Oh yeah, probably better do the contract.
Farmer with a shotgun out there. Get off my field.
Okay, now it's happy.
Oops.
What he's complaining about, he's getting free fertilizer.
Wasn't done.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks for that. So we got a little crooked trying to freeform it. That's all right. He is a experienced player.
Since 09, heaven's sake.
Fabio.
I haven't even been playing for an entire year yet. Sometime in February is my anniversary.
Arms anniversary.
Yeah.
Have to have a party.
Yeah.
Crack out the Welch's carbonated grape juice.
I was thinking something from the virtual bakery, if we've got a bakery on the map. Do some virtual cupcakes or something.
Oh, virtual donuts.
Yeah.
We have a tradition here at the house to get a bottle of, quote, special drink, which is the Welch's carbonated grape juice. You know, it's in the champagne bottle.
Right.
For New Year's.
Oh.
Our 5-year-old guy, he was all excited because this was his first year he got to drink. Yeah, the special drink out of a.
Oh, the special drink. Excellent.
Out of a a special glass.
Yeah. Good for him.
I don't think he liked it.
No, oops, because it was too bubbly.
Probably.
Probably got up in his nose. Poor guy.
All right, we'll be able to see where we put down our horsies now. I think that's everything that's ready to harvest. Yep, that's everything we own that's ready to harvest. Let's go put this thing away. I think at 6:30 it gets brighter again.
6. Yeah, it does it at 6:16 and then 6:30 or 6:25. Well, at least on the other map I was on. On an empty field, it's no problem to fertilize. You can see really where it's at.
I was fertilizing a field last night, and the way the shadows were casting out from the sun, the plants were covering up the fertilizer line. So you couldn't see, even though it was daytime, you couldn't see where the shadow line of the fertilizer was.
Oh.
I'll admit I use workers a lot on fertilizer.
Clean her off a little bit.
Now I think the spreader bars on that fertilizer wagon make it wider than the sprayer, doesn't it?
No. The sprayer is definitely, well, I don't know, maybe they're close to equivalent.
Let's see, the fertilizer's what?
Well, 18.
18 with that
yeah.
on it. So
Yeah,
36
well, yeah.
feet.
Yeah, and I don't know how wide this liquid sprayer is. Probably 24, maybe? Just guessing.
21.
21, okay. So yeah, the liquid is a little bit wider, but
All right. Oh, let's.
I tell you though that
We gotta get the
12
tractor.
versus 18, it doesn't seem that much wider once you put the spreader bars on either lime or the
What update are you talking
fertilizer,
about,
but it
DB?
sure cuts the passes down.
Which map?
It throws the fertilizer way out.
Yeah.
Talking about Wisconsin. There's tons of errors, texture errors, a couple other errors. Look in the log. I was looking at it earlier. Talking about Rolling Hill. Well, there's errors. How much did you have to fix? Cell point doesn't show up. Cell points don't show up. There's errors on that one too in the log.
When you were talking about pings earlier, was that the speed that
Land
we
ownership's messed up.
Oh, that's in the upper right-hand corner of the mini map, and so that is how long it takes to establish each packet through your internet provider and to the server. And his is pretty good compared to even some of the some of the server farms.
Oh, okay. I wondered what that number was.
Yeah.
I'm in Virginia. I don't know where you are.
Well, I'm in Iowa.
Upstate New York.
The two dedicated, well, the other Farm Sim 19 server we got is in Atlanta.
And the other one that we used was in LA, and it had a ping about 64. Of course, that went up with 19. All the pings went. It seemed like they went up a little bit because there's more data.
But yeah, well, he doesn't put the yellow bars in.
It reduced.
That's not the thing. It's that the sell points,
like anyway.
the prices don't show up in the prices screen. So for the average player, they don't have a clue where to sell stuff. And for any player, you don't know what you're selling it for. Just got to guess. And if you, like Field 1, I couldn't terraform half of Field 1. It wouldn't let me. I thought you were looking at it and basically trying to fix it so that you could
by his internet, or
so that you could do that.
does what we use,
and then you ended up just buying the whole map, so then it didn't really matter.
It's the accumulation of all the internet hubs between your computer and his computer.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, the amount of work that you put in, the average person isn't going to put into it. So, yeah. And not that it's a bad map, it's just not done for the average player. Let's see here. Let's see if we can. Where do we want to put the horses?
Well, my guess was you were going to put them right beside the chickens, kind of, and have all the animals right there, so you could do one water delivery, one straw delivery.
Will it fit up there?
Oh, yeah. If he's doing, are you doing 8? Well, I think.
Oh yeah, that's
8,
a big area.
You're doing the big one. Yeah, that's a huge area.
Oh yeah, no, okay, yeah. I see on the live stream, yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge area.
Yeah, because then, like you said, we could just do it when you go to take care of the animals. You could just do them all at once.
Well, we won't be able to put all of them up here.
Right.
Because cows are pretty big.
But yeah, you just got enough room up there to do the sheep there, don't you?
Let's see here. Let's do that. Probably.
Yeah, I just have to fiddle around with it and
50,000 there.
Right.
do
Okay.
do an eyeball placement and see what ends up. But I had guessed you'd probably put them all in that same area to make it more efficient to keep them watered and fed. And, well, I think I've finished the fertilizing contracts that are easy on this side of the river, and it's getting towards my bedtime, so.
Put that here-ish. And then...
Now, are you going to buy an animal trailer, or are you just going to pay the extra fee and have them brought in?
Let's see, that fee's what, 300?
I was thinking about the fee, just because having to haul 2 horses at a time.
Oh yeah, for the horses, yeah, for sure. And then, but you'll end up having to lease a cattle trailer or something, right? Because do cows cost the same 300 a head to bring in?
The cost.
Yeah. That might be worth leasing a trailer for a day or whatever.
We only have to lease it for an hour.
Yeah.
Depends on how many are you going to buy at once. Are you going to try and buy early and let them reproduce? Because they don't.
Yeah, I'd like to. I'd like to buy to get all the animals started as early as possible. Then at that point we can just focus on paying down the debt.
Are reproduction rates affected by that on this map?
No, he didn't change reproduction rates.
Okay. Because I know I had...
Chickens are reproducing every 8 hours. So we've already got 29 chickens. I bought 25 last night, so we already got 4 chickens.
I know I started with 21 cow on Ravenport, and I had them, as long as I kept them up, in the 90s on everything, they were reproducing like every 8 to 10 hours.
Five, 10, 20. Let's see. Put the sheep down. Lettuce, because we don't. We need to buy a water trailer yet. Yep. And I don't have a clue where.
I'm going to park this sprayer by the Karcher pressure washer for just a few minutes while I go retrieve my pickup. Or Farmer Klein's pickup, more properly.
That. Alright, so now we got a water trailer, right?
Yeah, you got to watch the maintenance on that sprayer and that fertilizer cart, because they really slow down when they
now we got a water
get
trailer
low on it.
Oh, has he decided he's not going to do a UMRV now? Is that what you're saying? How many more bales you got to do, Fabio?
Fabio, we have a windrower.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
The windrower is in the barn, Klein, if you wanted that.
For what?
Oh, if you just wanted to put all those windrows into one.
Oh.
Just makes up and down the field.
Hey, you guys. Just want to stop and say hi.
What's up, Jeebs?
Jeeps. Not much, man. My crews all went to bed for the night.
Darren was in spying for you earlier.
Oh, spying. Spying. Yeah, you have no secrets. You broadcast all of them.
Oh.
How's everybody like the map so far?
Like the secret that I can't remember of the round baler.
Just keep driving along.
Yeah.
That's all I do, always.
Yeah, they have to back up. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I'll
It's
tell you
one
what.
thing with
Oh, go ahead.
the baler, but boy, you do it with the harvester and you start running over crops.
Yeah, you know, the thing's beeping and it keeps beeping. I keep saying, when's this thing going to stop beeping? And I realize, oh, I'm full.
When you unload it?
Yeah, well, tomorrow at noon, you're going to see something that I really wish could add. We can't.
This is the auto unload thing?
Because it stops the tractor for you, unloads it, and then you just keep going again.
Hey, you were telling me about that.
Oh, is that what you meant? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good feature.
So all you got to do is drive, and then all of a sudden the tractor stops. You're like, oh, what's going on? Oh, it's unloading.
See, now in real life, you know when to stop when the belt starts smoking. You know you put too much in.
Well, I guess
Back up.
in this real life, when your CPU starts smoking, you know you can't go a little too far.
Yeah, you're doing a little too much.
I glitch the map out a lot when I start cutting up trees, because I'll just cut
Yeah,
up the
you rename
branches
them.
and
Here.
then take the trunks to the mill and wait till I get a big pile and then grind them down into the stuff.
Here, this
And
is
it'll
how you
start
do it.
glitching out as soon as you get anywhere near that area of the map.
Mm.
All right, so let's buy a
You know,
gray.
we need like a bonfire mod where you can
Yeah.
put all the branches in and just burn the damn thing.
And
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
buy 3.
And that'd be fun too.
It would be.
Now we bought our 3 horses.
We could put diesel in the sprayer.
Let's pick
I,
Zeke.
Just torch a field.
Yeah, field burning
Rename.
like they do here. That'd be great.
Who needs to plow with or just burn it?
Yeah.
on
Burn
my
it
other
in no
map,
till.
And there you
we hauled
go.
A lot of fuel on the last 2 maps I did, and sometimes we get going too fast. We roll the tanker over, and we always laughed about the
Hey,
fact
I would.
one of the features we were hoping they would add in 19 was when you rolled a fuel tanker that it would explode and burn.
Hey, I was happy when I saw you guys put in the fuel tank and the refill silos. On this map, life would have been real difficult without those. I don't even know where the gas
There you
station
go.
is on this map.
Oh, you think the port is tight to get in and out of? Try taking one of the big trucks over to that gas station. It's on an island.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where it is on the island?
And
That's
it's
convenient.
That's a tight turn radius. Getting in to it is no problem. Getting out of it is a very tight turn radius.
I just put in the fire hydrant over here by the silo.
Oh, okay.
Got a water trailer down to shop. And we got 3 horses, so we'll get more once we have more.
You should name them. You should name them after each player. You know, you got Farmer Klein, you got Fabio horse.
Oh, you're about 5 minutes too late.
Oh, you've already named him?
Yeah.
Excellent.
We got a Jacer. Got a Fabio. Then we got another one that's a special. You'll have to see it in stream.
I'll have to watch tomorrow.
Did you sell all your silage bales, Rastic?
Sold a few of them.
Let's see. You're giving away secrets too. Hey Chase, thanks for the sub.
Well, I mean, I gotta let everybody know what's going on.
Hey, it popped up in my YouTube suggestion list.
Thank you for watching. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I figure if YouTube suggests it, it had to be okay.
Yeah, it's legal, right? Once it goes on the internet, it's legal.
It's all good.
Well, it must be true because it's on the internet.
So my 5-year-old, he likes to watch his YouTube videos on my old phone. So he's watching YouTube videos after I pick him up from daycare, and he asked, well, he couldn't turn his phone on because I turn it off during the day, so it doesn't run down battery. So he didn't know how to turn his phone on, and I'm like, you just push and hold the button. And then it worked. And he's like, oh, who taught you that trick? Did your mom teach you that trick when you were little? I was like, no, we didn't have cell phones like that when we were little. Oh. He says, did you have TV? I was like, yeah, we had TV. Oh, okay. And then we got on some other conversation, but it's just funny. Is maybe his realization that what he hasn't existed for forever.
I still have my first cell phone. It's half the size of a briefcase, weighs about 10 pounds. When I first
Hey, Marky
got it,
B,
it
what's
cost
up?
$3 a minute, and there was a base charge of every minute. If you talked for 1 second, they charged you for 1 minute.
Right. I used to have one of the Motorola brick phones, and it's I don't have it anymore. But make a long story short, but that was really cool. And you're right. I remember the rate. In fact, I remember my company paid $3,000, I think, for that brick phone.
Oh, it's funny, DB.
Well, it was a miracle. It kept us in contact during a moment of crisis.
Oh, that's funny.
I
think
something that broke that shouldn't have.
The
broke.
Wilson that is over at American
company
Eagles
applied.
Modding, I'm pretty sure always did horses.
And being able to talk.
It didn't do horses in 17 because horses didn't exist. But
Well, my dad was always one of those guys. He just this past June. He was 83, but he was always he was one of those guys that bought a Beta instead of the VHS.
oh, I didn't see what his question was.
But the one thing he did do was get those cell phones. But the first bill came in, and he called me up
look at
on
me.
the cell phone, and he said,
Driving
"The bill
around
just
with the
came in
dumb
at
thing full again."
$1,800. And I'm like, well, why are you calling me on the phone to tell me? I think it just cost us $10.
All right, gentlemen. It's getting to be bedtime here. Thank you,
Good night,
Fabio,
Jason.
for all of your help the last 2 days. Fabio has been a lifesaver for me when I couldn't control one of our tractors.
Excellent.
I'm using a controller, and it's a little light tractor. One of those incredibly small ones. And it kept running away downhill slope no matter what I did. Any minute I let off the brake.
Now, is there a way to adjust sensitivity of the controller in game?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know about in game.
You can adjust steering, but I don't think you can adjust anything else.
Okay.
or the steering kickback or whatever that's called.
The at the options main menu, you can adjust the sensitivity.
Well, I've noticed the fence on my joysticks. The
Well,
steering
Fabio,
arm is
you're
really
welcome in
light
the server anytime.
compared to what I'm used to, like when I was running some of the other equipment.
I need to go back and read that.
Do you
Go,
have
boy.
standalone or via Steam?
Steam.
Okay, because in Steam you can do also setups.
Okay.
Steam will let you customize your inputs as well.
Let me look.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you how anymore.
Let me look.
I've done it once, but well, this was just a case of, you know, using the controller if you want to raise or lower the front fork or whatever. You gotta
Right.
use left bumper.
Oh wait, I thought
And
that
as
was
soon as I
DB
would
making
let
that
my
comment.
Finger move off the brake. You
The
know,
other one.
that little tractor would just roll down.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you're
Yeah,
always
yeah.
free to do whatever you
So
want.
I couldn't
You
in
know?
other words, I couldn't pick up logs because it was on a downhill slope, and every time I
mean,
pick up a log, the tractor would.
I'm picking
run.
stuff that I would probably
My
use
son plays on
because
PS4,
I'm being lazy and
he'll sit there
and
once
instead
in
of doing a
while
mod
and ask
list,
me,
I'll just
"Hey,
tell
how
him
do
it's
you
in
do
my
this?" And I'll
mod
say,
sprint mod
"Oh, you
playlist.
just press Y." And he's like, "I don't have a keyboard." I'm like, "I don't know what button it is."
But yeah,
All right, gents.
I mean,
I need to head out.
All
I'll
right.
sit here
Hey,
and
have a
talk to you
good
all
night.
night. Too much fun.
Night.
So.
You had a good day, man. Thank you.
you know, it's
Absolutely. Take care. Thank you.
all right. Catch you later.
Hey, has anyone had any mission or contract issues? I was gonna ask Klein tonight.
We
Well,
tried to spawn. We didn't have some equipment spawn, but we think the parking lot was just too full.
depends what the issue is.
So, like Field 41, I did a contract on Field 41, and it wouldn't complete. I mean, there wasn't a drop of crop left, and it only got to 99%. So we had to take some of our own to finish it. So,
No, did a mission. I had 2 harvest missions of the same crop activated, and instead of giving me a bonus at the sell point, it counted that toward the next mission, even though I was at the wrong sell point.
I have to admit,
It
I'm
came
not
up
keeping up with
and
chat at the moment.
Said, instead of giving me a bonus, it said 5% completed for mission blah, and I actually went back into the menu to think, wait, am I at the same sell point? And I wasn't. But other than that, now on Ravenport once, I was playing, it was late at night, and I took a baling contract.
Yeah, it's.
And the contract was to
I'm.
head the hay and turn it into hay bales and haul it.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
I had done a contract on there before, and it was to wrap the bales. And for some reason, I just clicked on and I went and wrapped all the bales. And I didn't know what to do because I didn't have any hay bales. So I canceled the contract, and I went back, and because I had wrapped the bales, the computer didn't recognize the bales anymore, and it left the entire field full of silage bales.
so
I picked up all the silage. I picked them all up. I made $85,000 off it.
yeah, I mean, one thing, the thing that I would be careful of
And then another time
is
I had to
just
cancel
being,
a
you know,
contract because I dumped the crop in the wrong sell point,
the
and it charged
super
me
critical.
$65,000 for missing crop.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
You know, but I think.
Now I always stop before I hit the unknown
Yeah.
button. Am I in the right place? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if it's because people are coming in and say use this or use that, I would just say, hey, I looked at it and it's got all kinds of
The
problems.
map is definitely challenging. That's for sure.
It's like, you know, if it's error free, well, I was seeing about 12 errors in it. You know, so
You got to work for it.
it's like that animal pen that DB wanted to use so bad,
Yeah, and it's.
I said, you know what? It's way too big,
First person.
and it's got all kinds of
close
errors
to
in it.
ground
He said,
level,
well, I'll just use it.
because
And then he
if you're
decided
not,
today
you
that maybe
can't
he shouldn't have
see
used it.
the elevation changes enough to, like I was plowing, I took a plowing contract, and they gave me the big New Holland T9. That's one of the most powerful tractors in the game. I was going up a slight incline. It wouldn't do anything. And I sat and watched the plow boards. I watched the mow boards just go buried and dig. And all of a sudden, the entire plow was gone under the ground. And the tractor just stopped. So I had to back up and go across the hill. And I've never had to do that before in this game, especially. You know, I know that measure tool's on, or the weights tool's on. But I was thinking, God, that's a powerful tractor. And I'm like, but yeah, there's some pretty steep hills in here. They're deceptive.
Yeah, I'd say that, you know, I couldn't hear everything he was saying, but I think the biggest thing that we've run into is getting up the hills on those 2 sell points that have hills with contract provided equipment that, since the fill types are heavier, might not necessarily have the power to get up the hill. We were doing a potato harvest on 19 last night. Gave me a Fendt 700 series. It gave me a big, like 4,500,000 liter trailer. And I couldn't get up the hill. I basically stalled out. Then I started just sliding backwards. The 700, so I came over here and I got the 900 that everybody got as starting equipment. And I was able to get up the hill. So basically we had to haul the potatoes with the 900. We left the 700 at the bottom of the hill. And then Nitro Dad there, he was doing a harvest of barley. And he couldn't get up the hill. So the 700 became the pushing tractor at the bottom of the hill. Couldn't get up the hill, then someone got in the 700 and just slammed into the back of you to help you get up the hill.
Yeah, we were logging. We have the Warrior and the big logging trail, and that thing's pretty treacherous up on top of that hill. Like when you're coming off of it, it won't stop. There's too much weight behind it, so you have to hit a tree so that you can stop.
Oh no, I missed my stopping point.
See, that's how I found the road to the sawmill through the woods, because I came down off that hill and just let it go. Because, to be honest, that's what we do in real life when we're logging where I'm from. Because you can't stop on the hills.
Yeah, just
so
let
you
it run.
just go.
Well,
so I found a spot right there at the bottom of that trail where you could just run straight and you end up on that road that runs around the perimeter of the map and goes to the sawmill.
Yeah.
So I would just come straight down that and just go.
Yeah, Klein, Darren had fun. He's getting a little stressed out without having any brakes coming off that hill.
I was seeing Fabio come down with a load of logs, and I'm pretty sure that the road deliberately angles over to the cliff. You see the trailer like start to tip toward the cliff and like it's going to roll off into the water, and it's like, oh, we don't want to lose the whole load of logs we just stacked. Why don't we not go down this road?
Have you guys played a logging map with that mod on? That must be interesting.
No, I want to. I really like the mod, and I saw that there's one in the in-game mod hub now. Is that the same one that's installed, or is that different?
Yeah, that's the same one. He uploaded it to the mod hub well before Christmas. Then Christmas break happened. I think he got fed up and stuck it over at where did I find that one at? I think he got fed up and stuck it over at where we stuck it, Ellis Mod Company or wherever. And then Giants, I guess, finally got around to it. Okay. All right, Fabio, thanks. Yeah, Nick likes more arcade-ish play. I mean, it's pretty obvious with, you know, if you watch his videos. Yeah, I take the idea that if, you know, if the mod isn't any good, then I'm just not going to say anything about it. I'm just not going to, you know, I'm going to ignore it. It doesn't exist. I mean, that's why I haven't done anything with those trucks that I, you know, didn't really like. Um, you know, there's all kinds of stuff that comes out that looks cool, but it's got what I would consider small issues, and I just don't want to. I don't want to be the guy that does a video and just nitpicks on things. Like, this is wrong, that's wrong, this is, and mostly because I know I don't have the capability of fixing them. So why am I spending the time nitpicking on them? I used to watch a guy that did mod videos that would nitpick stuff, but then he'd jump
Keep
in
that hedge on
Blender
the
or he'd
corner of
jump in
Field
the
30
editor and
keeps
he'd
growing
fix it,
bigger.
kind of in the video. What's that?
I said I think that hedge on the edge of the corner of Field 30 going to the port is getting bigger. It keeps
Oh.
reaching out and grabbing me.
Hey, is there great demand in 19?
Yeah.
I've been playing for a month and I didn't even. I mean, does it pop up and say great demand or?
It's up.
Yeah, but you know the prices aren't that good when it says great demand.
It's up in the upper top, like where it says contract complete and all that.
Oh, because I
It'll
haven't
pop
seen
up and
anything.
It's not a
I've
showstopper
seen
like
them
it used to
pop
be.
up.
Okay,
Yeah,
because I haven't seen anything pop
like
up.
they might really want what you've got, but they're not going to pay you what you want.
Yeah, I know the prices are really tough on this map.
Yeah, Jacer was saying he's got a spreadsheet that shows that wheat max is at 404.
Hey, Morpheus,
And
what's
I'm
up?
like, boy, I don't think you'll ever see that on this map.
Just have to keep an eye out and see. We're in no desperate need to sell anything.
That's what I told my crew. Just kind of watch the prices. If it looks like it's really good, then sell it.
You might want to, Klein, you might want to set a goal, you know, for crop prices and just pin it to the team page so everybody's on the same wavelength as far as,
Yeah, like if you see it over this cell,
yeah.
drops below this, hold it, whatever.
Yeah, that's what we did with the silage bales.
You guys in your grass.
We got a bale. We got a bale hauler over here, the big shed. And if you want to bring that bale shredder up from the store and the water trailer, you can. You already are. Yeah, I know, but you gotta be
I think
careful.
it's worse hauling during the daytime. It makes
You gotta be
wanna go
careful about
faster.
just using stuff just because you really, really like it. You might run into issues like you ran into with your cow barn.
You guys in your grass. You guys all love cutting grass, don't you? I hate cutting grass in the game. I know it makes good money. I know.
Yeah, yeah. It was there.
I know. I'm 17 when my boys first told me, they're like, oh, you could just go anywhere. I'm like, you can't just go into some other farmer's field and cut the grass. What are you talking about? I'm like, why would they let you do that? And they're like, yeah, it's a game though. And I'm, okay. So I would just do that at 17. And then you got to 19 and I'm like, well, I'm not putting a
But
field I can
that
put grain in.
that
I'm not putting
70s
grass in it.
Chevy that came out today is really nice. The interior could be a little cleaner, but it's really nice.
Yeah, I need to download that truck. I haven't downloaded it yet.
Yeah, when I saw you guys plowing the grass up, at first I thought, well, did they mow it first? Are they plowing under perfectly good grass?
The yield's just not there though on game grass, is it?
It's
I
well
know.
better than plowing it under.
I can tell you,
We didn't have anything to mow it
our
with then
grass
anyway.
area.
And that's the only reason, because I didn't know whether you wanted to spend the money yet for equipment. I figured by the time we'd built up enough to really get into it, I could pull a couple of crops of beans off there. Which I think that yeah, we've got beans were just planted in there now.
They want to show off their work. They're
I
proud
do a
of
lot
it.
Beans and corn when I play on my map.
They want to see the envy of everyone else. Who knows what their motivation
Unfortunately,
is?
The prices aren't that great on this one for
No.
beans.
Now, why would that change? Because beans are a high-priced crop. So why would beans?
Just how he put it in the.
They're still high. He basically made it 0.3 as opposed to 1.
Yeah.
So everything is
That's
30% of what it would be.
A 1/3 of what it would be?
On hard mode normal, yeah. On any other map on hard mode, let's say the price scale is 1. What he did is he made hard mode price scale 0.3. So it's 30% of what you'd normally see on hard mode. So if a crop maxed out at 1,000 a liter, then the best you're going to see is like 300. Cavalier Roy had a rather long exchange with a fellow commenter on the challenge video. Go look at the original challenge introduction video. You'll see it. The one guy's like, this is a terrible map for this challenge because the prices are so low you can't make any money. He was saying, well, there's ways to make money on the map. You just have to figure out what they are. And it's deliberate. Maps intentionally to be hard. Like, you know, there's, you know, far better choices for this challenge than this map. And I was like, okay, well, what are they? Because, you know, it's point based. It's not like earn $100,000, $1 million, or 10 million, or 100 million. It's at the end of the challenge you figure out based on points.
Well, that's where the game loses its not only its sense of realism but its sense of purpose, because when you can't spend the money fast enough anymore, you know what I mean? It becomes senseless. I mean, that's what happened to me in 17 all the time, and it's like, so finally I just got to the point where I just started just farming. I didn't even pay attention to the money. In fact, there were times I would deliberately keep my money in the negative to be more like a real farmer.
Yeah, somebody was saying in chat yesterday that they just did 50 million on their Felsberg game, and I'm thinking, how do you earn $50 million? Unless I don't know, maybe they're playing on it easy, or maybe they're only churning. Maybe they're only churning the
economic
stuff, you know.
The economic difficulty setting to easy, and play on easy mode.
Yeah, then everything.
Yeah, you're gonna get like $5 grand for soybeans. I mean, I'd pulled in, before we started this challenge, I had just pulled in my first, like about $1.5 million harvest for, you know, one session on my Ravencourt map. but it took me a while to get there.
It's Cavalier's map. He can do whatever he wants with it.
That's right.
My
And
only thing.
You could
my
play.
only
You could play it on
suggestion-
easy economic difficulty, and maybe it's closer to normal pricing.
Yeah, my only suggestion to him is it's actually it's more cost effective just to do contracts than it is to grow your own crop.
Yeah, he knows.
Okay.
He
And
knows.
that may be intentional. I mean, that's fine with me.
Like right now, in that post, in that exchange, he's like, milk and eggs are default price. So, milk
I
and eggs
noticed
are really
that.
good ways of making money compared to everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I
in version
noticed
2,
that
he's thinking about
instantly.
lowering milk and egg prices, but version 1, they're normal price.
Yep.
Where's the egg sell point? Anywhere? Anywhere's the highest?
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 egg sell points, I thought.
Okay.
Bakery, farm shop, freight yard, port. Farm shop 1736 right now for 1,000 liters egg.
Is wood 1.3 or whatever? It's wood is reduced the same rate?
I think
Because you
wood's-
still seem to get.
I think it's normal.
Yeah, I think the wood's
Yeah,
lower.
I mean, I was gonna say you get around $6,000 for each full-grown tree.
Bobby, if you want to grab the trailer and give them oats, you can, and then pick up a bale and or however much you need to shred for the straw. Or you could go ahead and mow a little grass and make up a little hay if you want. I can come by and bale it. I don't have anything to pick it up with.
But either way, I'm having fun.
Yeah,
It's fun.
Oh yeah.
we
I
got
was
we
glad
got
I
goals,
on.
and it's how will people reach those or not reach them,
Mm-hmm.
or at least attempt to reach them.
I was actually really happy when I was able to get on your team, Klein, because I was gonna do it by myself, but I just didn't have that sense of, accomplishment, I guess you want to say. I'm not sure how to say it, by
Sense of
myself.
purpose, maybe.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
easier.
because if there was a way that you were tracking it, I was just concerned that at the end of the day, you know what I mean? For me, I always play realistically anyhow. I don't like my kids are always like, oh, just cheat the money. And I'm like, see, now in Ravenport, when that weed problem was first glitching out, I actually went through and we cheated money just so I could buy all the fields. So I bought all the fields, sprayed them, reseeded them all, and then sold them back to the computer, returned all the money that I had left, and started my game again. And that got the contract system rebooted.
What was this glitch?
When 19 first came out, as you started to play, all of a sudden every field that wasn't yours would fill up with weeds, and it would suspend the contract system. It wasn't giving you any weeding contracts. The next thing you know, you would be down to like 2 fields that you were getting contracts on. And it glitched out the weeding system. And until the patch came out, the first patch they sent out, it was glitching out the weeding system. So you could either just shut weeds off, which I didn't want to do because it was kind of nice to have weeds on and have that whole feature in the game. So I left the weeds on and I just, did what I said, just sprayed the fields, reseeded them, sold them back to the computer, and then it got the contract system working again.
Big Sky, I didn't.
Another challenge.
I didn't see that. I was over looking at
Thousand cows.
course play earlier. 1,000. What?
Yeah, first team to 1,000 cows.
That.
That should be a challenge.
Oh, that's
We
your
should do that
challenge.
this year sometime.
Yeah, but you'd have to set up.
Do you know how much
Are you gonna
food that would
set up-
take? Because like we had, I don't know, 170 cows on Maypole, and that was ridiculous. Like,
Would you do a buy limit? Would part of the challenge be starting with?
Nope.
You can only buy a maximum.
You can
So
buy
you
'em
could.
all.
Oh, okay.
to feed them.
Mm.
What would be buy
then
1,000
again-
cows? How do you maintain them up? What's
You'd
the
almost have to have somebody full time just feeding the cows.
and cleaning.
I mean, I think you're gonna when we get 100 cows, you're gonna be like, "Are you kidding me? I gotta do like
Yeah.
250,000 liters of power food." Like,
Nobody said it.
Now, have you guys seen that hack where you can, if you spread wood chips in the feeding area, you don't have to clean anymore?
oh,
If you spread, you can use grass or wood chips. And if you clean out those feeding area with any of your animals and spread the wood chips or the grass out in that area, the computer won't dump grain in there because it can't dump one crop on top of the other one. So you no longer have to clean the feed up. And you're not changing the code of the game, so you're not, I guess, technically cheating. So it's kind of more of a helper hack than it is anything else.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether they fixed it or not, but yeah, if you
I didn't
spread
see
grass
that.
or wood chips out in their feeding area, it won't bring the grain out of the animal pen, out of the trough into that area because it thinks it's full. So it shows you 100% clean, and you don't have to clean the area anymore.
Oh, we got 5 horses and it's 20,000.
Wow. And that's full?
Yeah,
That's for what, 10 days?
yeah. I got 3 more to buy, so we have another $1,000.
But see, they say 10 days, but the productivity drops quicker than that, doesn't it?
I don't know enough about animals.
Horses don't drop food. Don't have to clean them. All you gotta do is
No,
ride
I
'em.
mean, like with the cows, they say that the amount, if you max out the feed, it'll last for 10 days. But I noticed when I had, I think, 25 cows on Ravenport, when it got down into the yellow, it started taking quite a bit longer for them to produce milk and reproduce.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure that.
So in other words, I always would feed my animals daily anyhow. That's just how. My daughter was actually mad at me earlier because I jumped onto the server to take care of the chickens real quick. She's like, "Come on, Dad, you got to get me back to school." I'm like, she's like, "You always say you just need to."
Oh, so did you sell eggs? Because I saw there was like only 1 box there.
Yeah, there was only 1 box, but they were in the yellow for they needing a cleaning, so I just cleaned them up real quick, but they were still full on food, so I just jumped on real quick. I put that fuel tank in because Daz had used up all the fuel in our tractors, grinding out contracts. So I put that fuel tank in, and I fueled up a couple of the tractors and washed them and checked maintenance, and then had to get her back up to college.
Oh, it's run out. Watch out.
Of course, me being a sentimental dad, I'm trying to delay taking her back, and she's trying to get out of the house.
Yep. Can't get out of the house fast enough.
That was a quick month. She was home for a month, and like 3 days ago, she's like, now remember, and I'm like, I can't believe it's been a month already. I'm like, you can't go back yet. I'm like, we've been having too much fun. Now, she's been ready for college since she was 5, I think. She taught herself cursive writing.
That's it. I know they don't teach that anymore. I've got
No.
an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old. They don't teach writing.
No. My kids, I had to teach my kids how to sign their name when they were in high school. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, they're like, what's that letter? I'm like, oh, this is terrible.
All right, guys. Well, I'm
Yeah,
going to
I've
go
got a
ahead
lot of-
and close on out for the night.
11-year-old. He's
I've
a
got to
really
work
bright
in the
kid.
morning, so I can't stay on here all night long with you guys.
I've taught him. He's learned.
We'll be
the
back tomorrow
Common
night.
Core way to do math.
Same map, same time,
And then
same
he's
channel.
learned the dad way to do math.
Until next time,
And like when you ask
happy
him,
farming.
like, so how'd you do the math? He was like, oh, I did it dad's way, but